Hello and welcome to Sea Power. In this mission, we are going after Charlies. Will be an anti-submarine warfare mission, and we have a very simple mission: sinking these Charlies. So we have a task force of 3 ships.
Multiple surface contacts detected.
The first ship is and flagship is the Belknap class USS Stanley, followed by the O.H. Perry class frigate, the USS Estosin, which is maneuvering very carefully so as to avoid hitting this merchant ship. And finally, we have the USS Tucker, a Gearing class Fram-1 destroyer. Fram standing for Fleet Rehabilitation and Modernization. So you can see that the... actually, now that I look at it, I think it's Fram-2, because the first turret, or the second turret, has been removed, and it has been replaced with a... Is that a helicopter platform right there? Check that out. No, it does not have a the ability to launch a helicopter, at least not yet. So the first thing we're going to do is we will launch a anti-submarine warfare helicopter, a Sea Sprite from the Estosin, which has 2, and the Stanley has 1. And second of all, since we are going on an anti-submarine warfare mission, we are going to decrease our speed down to 1/3.
1/3. Maneuvering eye.
Because our sonar is just not going to work. Our passive sonar is not going to work at all if we're going too fast. And there's nothing that says that we need to keep up our speed for this mission. So while our ships are slowing down, looks like our Sea Sprite is moving into position and will be spinning up in just a moment.
Air contact detected. Track 7004 is classified. Neutral air.
So it looks like we have a neutral airline flying far above the formation. Looks like there's one of our ships down there.
Submarine contact detected.
That was fast. So we will go back to our helicopter that has just taken off from the Estosin. See if I can zoom in on it, and there we go. Let's expand this map a little bit. And we are going to investigate this contact.
7, 8.
I think we'll drop a sonar buoy nearby. And speed up the time a bit. So from a range of, almost 15 or 14 nautical miles, we picked up the noise from this thing. So it is pretty loud.
Track 7005
And it is hostile.
Is classified. Hostile submerged submarine.
So we can engage right away, but I think we're going to drop a sonar buoy first, just to, in case we lose it, and then we will engage in our attack. So then I'll just take a minute or two. Okay, its noise is at 5 decibels, so it's pretty quiet. As soon as that number starts to climb, we will know pretty quickly that it's aware of that somebody's spying it. So we're going to move our helicopter a little bit to the north. Over here, and then we'll engage from behind, and hopefully it will not detect a torpedo until it's far, far too late. Okay, so once we're here, we will initiate our attack.
7005. Whip it away.
Here goes our torp. And it went right back up to the surface. Okay. Hopefully it's going to go active in just a second.
On
And
station.
looks like, is that it right there? Our submarine? Okay, torpedo just went active. And our Charlie is just sitting there so far. Torpedo is closing in. Less than half a mile. Okay, just barely make out the shape of the submarine. 0.3 nautical miles. And I think we've locked on. He is still going really slow. His propeller or his screw is turning very slowly. Sounds like it has not detected, despite the pings. Yeah, I think we have a hit. We will have a hit.
Hit track.
And there we go.
005.
That was relatively easy. Okay, so his propulsion is gone. Let's see, his depth is 390 feet. Holding steady. As with most Russian vessels, they tend to have double hulls, and the Mark 46 is not the most powerful torpedo in the world, so we will engage him again.
7005. Whip it away.
And torp away.
Roger, RTB.
Now our helo is going back to base, right back on our torpedo. We should just have smooth sailing right to the Charlie. And that'll be one of the easiest kills I've ever had. Okay, since you're going back to base, we will launch a helo from the Stanley and then have him go on patrol looking for another submarine. Torpedo is closing in. Okay, I don't see there he is. Just barely. Okay, we just had an explosion somewhere. I wonder what that was from. Because the Charlie is holding its depth. Here comes the torpedo.
Hit track.
And right in the stern.
005.
Okay, the Charlie's depth is decreasing rapidly. It looks like he's trying to do an emergency blow. And it looks like it wasn't good enough because now it is decreasing or increasing in depth. And we have our first kill. So our second Sea Sprite is now beginning to spool up its engines. You should see the rotors start turning any second now. Speed it up a little bit. And now that we're airborne, we will begin our patrol. Actually, that's a little bit close. Let's move this a little further out. And we'll have a nice arc of sonobuoys to cover our group. Now, if we picked up our first submarine this far away from our squadron, that kind of implies to me that we're not going to find anything close. That whatever it is, it's going to be in a much bigger arc out here, if it's even in this direction. I mean, theoretically, we could have somebody behind us. So perhaps I should have more sonobuoys in a wider arc as I expand my search area. Speed things up a little bit. Get our first helo back to the Stossen so it can rearm.
Buoy away.
Okay, first buoy's away.
Buoy away.
Okay, we have picked up nothing
Buoy
yet.
away.
And let's send our helo. We will start placing sonobuoys further out. And here, since we already have one here, we'll place this one here, like that. Now, I may be placing these sonobuoys too far away from each other and that something gets slid through the gap, but I'm not sure what the exact distance between sonobuoys is ideal. And depending on how many sonobuoys you have, that might be a tactical decision one has to make. Speed things up a bit. Actually, I'm going to make this arc a little bit bigger. Okay, going back to our ships. The Astosin is getting close to some merchant ships again.
Buoy away!
Now, it didn't say in our mission objectives that our object was to protect these merchant ships, only that there were submarines in the area that we needed to prosecute. And it also did not say how many. So we've already taken care of one. And it remains to be seen how many there are. And of course, the more time that goes by that I do not spot anything, the more worried I begin to get. So maybe I should have another helo out here. Are we ready to launch another one on the Astosin? I think I may have him launch one to begin an arc kind of maybe around our flanks. And we'll keep one helicopter in reserve. Okay, so you're airborne.
Roger, turn 170.
So we will select our sonobuoys. How many sonobuoys do we have left on our first sea sprite? 7. Still haven't picked anything up.
Submerged
Whoa, there we go.
Contact detected.
Okay, contact detected. Let us have you prosecute. Actually, we'll have this guy prosecute.
Roger, turn 081. Roger, turn 092.
Drop a sonobuoy right on his face. And then we will attack if it turns out to be hostile. I do need to be careful because it could be a friendly submarine. Let's see if we have any information. No, I don't want you. I don't want you to VID him. So let's have you just go here. Plant that sonobuoy again. Okay. So selecting you, information, 23. So 28 possible types of submarine. We don't know what kind it could be yet. Could be friendly because the Franklin, Madison, Lafayette's are all friendly. Okay, speeding the time up. Okay, he's going. Let's see, where is he going? Is he going right towards our convoy? Looks like he might be. Of course, he could be just investigating because if he detects us, he may or may not know who we are. Sonobuoy right behind him.
Track
And you are hostile.
006 is classified. Hostile submerged submarine.
Okay, let's drop that sonobuoy right away if we can, and then attack. Are you going to drop the sonobuoy? Or did I, like, delete it by
Buoy away!
Okay, there we go. All right. So I have you selected, going to Mark 46, and we'll get a little bit closer to within 1 nautical mile. Oh wait, I'll just engage the attack.
700.
He'll close into the range if he needs to. And this Charlie is coming. It looks like he's moving into intercept. Weapon away. And there goes our torp. Going back up to the surface. Hopefully it will move our helo into a position for another attack if we need to. Torpedo just went active. 0.6 nautical miles. And we're paying. Do not see the submarine yet. He's at 5.8 decibels. So he does not know the torpedo's coming. He must have really terrible sonar if he doesn't hear that torpedo coming at 0.38 nautical miles. Oop, there's the sub. He's increased power, and he has launched a noisemaker. He is cavitating. Torpedo has ignored the noisemaker, which is excellent. Looks like we're locked on, and think this sub, which looks like a Charlie, is going to be toast. Unless the torpedo passes behind, but looks like it's going right for the screws. And it right on the screw.
006. Multiple hostile submerged submarine.
Ouch.
Contacts detected.
Okay, it looks like he still has propulsion, however, which is fascinating. Speed of 5 knots. His depth is decreasing. All right, we're going to go after him with another torpedo. Make sure we target the right one. So we don't want any of the noisemakers. He's over here. Maybe, okay, there, that's noise. So we will target that.
7-0. Weapon away.
And weapon away.
Roger, RTB.
And there goes our second torp. Okay, zooming out a bit. Let's see how our other helo's doing. We have no further contacts. Mark 46 is heading right at him. He appears to be launching more noisemakers. Torpedo's active. Let's see if it goes for its dive. And looks like we're going to pass overhead. The Charlie appears to... Oh, we just lost contact with him. And we'll see if our torpedo ends up turning around and beginning its search. We don't want to lose contact with this guy, however. So do we have another helo at the Estosin we can launch? Yes, we are going to launch you. And we'll keep an eye on this torpedo, see if he... Okay, now it's beginning to turn. See if it turns all the way around and spots our target. Okay, there we go. Looks like he locked on. Well, for a moment anyway. There's the sub. He's at 14.1 decibels. Looks like he's going as fast as he possibly can. And we'll see if our torpedo decides to dive and go after him. Or, oh, there it goes. It's on its terminal phase of attack. And I think this Charlie is toast.
Hit track.
Direct hit amidships.
0-6.
Looks like his propulsion is gone. And his depth is at 280 feet. And at least for now remaining steady. So he could be damaged, but not completely flooding yet. So we'll see if our next helicopter is ready for takeoff. Starting to spool up his engine. Okay, he remains at 280 feet. Looks like we may need to send another torpedo his way. Okay, waiting for our helo to take off. There he goes. Select him if I can. Did I select him? Okay, come on. That's the Estosin. Let's go. And selected. Sending
Roger.
you.
Turn 224.
Okay, our Charlie is now at 150 feet and climbing rapidly. He may be attempting to do an emergency blow. His speed is 0 knots. 90 feet, 80. Our helo is still plenty far away. At 50 feet.
Buoy away.
Charlie's at 27 feet. It looks like he has his sail just above the water. And he is now decreasing in depth again. So I don't see any lifeboats though. May see those in a minute if he doesn't. And I don't think he's going to recover from this one unless he can repair that engine. I mean, certainly if he's not toast from what he's currently experiencing. Okay, he's back down to 280 feet and staying there. So he's able to maintain buoyancy, at least to stay at that depth. Helo is about to prosecute. We will just have him go directly for the target.
Engage track 70.
And engage the track.
6.
And our Charlie is a sitting duck.
Whipping away.
Whipping away. And we have a new passive contact, 7011. That appears to be the noisemaker. Okay, so that's not a new sub. And I believe this is our noisemaker. Torpedo is heading in just fine. And it looks like it's actually going down to go after the Charlie. Oh, there's the Charlie. Our torpedo is going up. Maybe it'll take a terminal dive in just a second. Any second now, if it decides to. Looks like it isn't. All right, I don't know what happened there. All right, so let's drop a sonobuoy so we don't lose contact here. Did our Charlie launch? Yeah, he's launched a bunch of noisemakers.
Buoy away.
Our next sonobuoy's down. We're going with our torpedo. And see if it can spot the Charlie. And there's the Charlie right there. So we're able to detect him. Okay, I'm hoping that that's talking about just the noisemakers as opposed to any more subs. Let's zoom out and see. Yeah, I do not see any more contacts. All right. Charlie is just surrounded by noisemakers at this point. And torpedo is looking. It almost looks like the arc of the torpedo is just going around in a circle. He's just circling the Charlie. Is he taunting him?
Roger.
All right, we're going to move you a little bit further out, and then we'll do another attack run. And engage.
7006.
Okay. Our torpedo is still hugging the surface there. I don't know why it's going into the surface and not like down a few hundred feet. Can I see the torpedo above us?
Multiple hostile submerged submarine contacts detected.
Just heard some Russian over the radio. Wonder what that was.
Whip it away.
Okay,
Roger,
that's the next torpedo. And hopefully this one will close in and find our target. Okay, here's the sub. Torpedo is not going after him. That's not good. And that's a negative. All right, I have two torpedoes just kind of hugging the area. You're going back to base. Let's see if we can launch somebody else. Okay, do you have a... Yes, you do. We're going to be launching Sea Sprite from the Stanley. Here we still have two circling torpedoes and a Charlie that is at 390 feet and holding while there's one of the torpedoes circling far above. And there's the other one. Both of them are just way too shallow. All right, well, our new helo should be airborne any second. Speeding up time a bit. There he goes. I'm going to have you go right on our Charlie.
7006.
Look at all those noisemakers. They're all over the place. Depth remains at 390. I don't know if that's just luck that the torpedoes are just kind of circling around it and it's staying out of the arc. Okay, where did you just drop your buoy? Okay, that's the Sea Sprite up here. New helo is closing in. We will focus on... Whoa, is the Charlie moving? He's going 12 knots. That's interesting. He must have done some interesting repairs. So he's taken 2 torpedo hits to the hull and is surviving. Yeah, we know he's too far. Going to engage.
Engaging track 7006.
And he's still well within the arc of this torpedo. Why can't I even see the torpedo here? What's going on? Am I too zoomed out? Okay, there we are. And the torpedo is not picking him up. Not sure what's going on. Let's see if this one does. I mean, there's the Charlie. Yeah, he still must be just too shallow and below the search cone. The Charlie has appeared to change course.
Whip it away.
All right, so new tour. Whoa, he launched both torpedoes. Okay, well, that's fine. And let's see if they can get a lock on the target. Okay, Mr. Charlie, I don't see you. But so far, looks good. There you are. Okay, this one's almost too deep. Great. How about the second one? So they're both looking deep. Is our Charlie decreasing in altitude? 360, 350. He is going up. Both of our torpedoes are now going shallow, but they're going above him again. Oh my gosh. I don't know how this guy's even like able to maneuver at this point. All right, what do we got? You still have 2 Mark 46s. We're going to send you directly after this guy because he is annoying me. I'm going to have you drop a sonobuoy right there. Actually, if the Charlie's going that way, it's going to be on the last position. Detected. Your torpedoes are like nearly coming out of the water here. There's the Charlie. He's going 15 knots. I have no idea how he's managing that at this point. And he is maneuvering just fine. Okay. Get another torpedo. They're blind. I don't see why they're not targeting him. Come on. It's like they keep on zooming in on him and then just ignore him. I mean, as they open the distance, their acquisition arc should get wider and they should spot him. All right. We got misclicked. Weapon away. Here comes our new torpedo. Okay, our Charlie is at 390 feet, 15 knots. He should be making a buttload of noise.
Roger. Turn 219.
Our torpedo is at 287 feet. We should have no problem picking him up.
On
Of course,
station.
now we go shallow again. What the hell? Okay, he's active. Come on. There's the Charlie. Track is looking good. He's trying to turn away again. Come on, stay on target. What the hell was that? I don't believe it. It just like the torpedo like had a fit and just decided, nah, I'm not going to go after him after all.
Roger. Turn 2.
All right, let's try this again. Launch another torpedo.
Roger. RTB.
First Mark 46. Where is he? There he is. I think that's him. We should acquire. And the torpedo is passing around him like he's not even frickin' there. Second torpedo. He is decreasing rapidly from 200 feet. Our Charlie's at 230 feet. How about you? You're now at 536 feet. What are you going to find down there? This is nuts. Okay. You have locked on. Or at least it seems like you have. How about you? There's the Charlie. And I would have liked to have said that you locked on, but it's a negative. Charlie's down there. Or is it? That's the other torpedo. So the Charlie should be shallow at 81 feet, which means I should be able to lock onto him with no problems whatsoever. There he is. Come on, torpedo. Because so far it seems like we've gotten a really bad batch of Mark 46s, except for the initial handful that we had. Okay, you're too shallow. Come on. All right, that looking good. Okay, I think I can say now that we got him.
7006.
Propulsion is taken out. His depth is 98 feet. Or the torpedoes was. What's the Charlie? He's at 112 feet, speed 6 knots. He is decreasing in depth. All right. Do we have anybody who can take off? Yes, we're going to launch you from the Stanley. How's the Charlie doing? He is coming back to the surface. Oh, there we go. He has sunk. Okay, that was mildly frustrating, having all those torpedoes just, I don't know, act pretty drunk. But thank you for watching this video. I hope it was enjoyable, and I will see you in the next one.